Alright, this is a user clip that we're going to analyze for a LearnWake analysis video. It was uploaded by Wato, and he's having problems with toe side back roll consistency. And right away when I watched your video, you can see that you're building kind of bad habit with your toe side jumps. You can get away with it with your toe side jumps, but your edging technique is kind of backwards. So let's go through this and watch how you do your toe side jumps, which will in turn affect your toe side back roll pop. So when you edge out and set up, that looks good, but the big thing that you're doing on your toe side jumps is you're edging really hard out in the flats. You can see the water flying off the board, but then right here you go flat, completely flat on the board, and then you're using all legs to clear the wake, which, like I said, you can clear the wake and you can jump fine like this, but a toe side back roll requires a load and release kind of technique that helps you really get good pop and throw your hips into the trick, and it allows the board to travel away from the boat the way that it's supposed to. So this type of edging that you're doing for your toe side jumps is actually building a bad habit for your toe side back rolls. Instead, you should actually start slow on the outside, and then let me rewind this a little bit. Let me show you where you should start edging. So this should be drifting, 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 and then you see this spray line right here. That's where you actually start building your edge into the trough. This is kind of your edging zone from the top of the wake here, and that's where you actually should start accelerating, building your edge so you get a better, higher pop, and that'll simulate more of the load and release type effect that you need for your toe side back rolls. You put a lot of legs into your toe side jumps, which look great, but like I said, it's kind of building a bad habit for your toe side back roll. So let's look at a toe side back roll attempt, and you should see the same edge technique. Hard edge on the outside, that's a pretty strong edge, and then that edge will just go away right when you get to this kind of foamy area. And then there's nothing really pushing on the board. You have to throw it all with your body. So that's a flat edge right there. And what that makes you do is it does two things. When you're in the air, it makes you fold in half, kind of like you're going to see on the way down. A little hard to see in this video, but see how your body is bent right there? It makes you do that, and then it makes you slip out on the landing. You can see right there you over-rotated. Now I'm going to switch to a user clip. This is Ben Greenwood, and we're going to watch how slow Ben starts his edge and then where he loads the line. So let's start this user clip. Look how slow, 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 and then right there you see him dig up the wake, and that's how he gets that load and release style kind of pop, and that's why it's really easy for him to flick this trick around and have control of it. So nothing, nothing, and then right there he loads the line, and that's what gives him that real high pop and easy rotation. And that's something that you're going to have to change for your toe side back rolls if you want to get a more consistent pop that you can control. So let's switch back to yours and let's look at another attempt. Same thing, really flat on the board. Should be edging only in this zone and edging pretty hard to load and release the trick off the top of the wake. And that's kind of why you get that looping out motion. So yeah, right there, still bent. It's hard to see because of the sun, but let's look at the next one again. And see how you're folded in half right here at the end of the trick? It's going to be hard when you fold in half like that. That's mostly due to how fast you're rotating. It's just kind of natural for you to try to stop your rotation any way you can. But this is going to cause you to land on your heels instead of your toes. We need your hips more forward in this position so you can fall into the toe side landing. So that's another issue. So I think if you fix those two problems, I think the edge will definitely fix your position at the wake. That was actually a little better. You edged a little later on that last attempt. You had a slower start, but then you'll see right here as you go down into the trough, you're edging up the wake. Right there. You edged late, and it actually made you fall into the trick on your toes. But that's your main problem. Your edge technique is a little backwards. It needs to be slow drifting start and then edge only in the trough. And then try not to fold in half. Try to push your hips forward on the landing so you can land on your toes. If you fix those things, you'll be in good shape. Alright, thanks for uploading the video.